Well, hello everyone. Jeremy here, and I'm in Calgary. That's right. I checked into the hotel yesterday. Didn't film any of that. I don't remember filming any of it anyway. Um, Came up to my room, chillaxed, had some dinner, watched some YouTube, went to bed, slept like a baby's arm. And as you can see, day one in Calgary has begun. Went downstairs, had my free buffet breakfast, which consisted of 2 pancakes made by a machine and a toasted boiled egg sandwich. So let's take a look around the hotel room. It's pretty good. This bed is absolutely massive. I could sleep that way on it. I could sleep diagonally on it. It's massive. Floor is not carpeted, which is good because that's pretty grim. I ate at Peter's Drive-In. You know that I got food at Wow Bakery, which I consumed immediately. This drawer keeps opening. Check this out. It's not going to do it. That drawer's haunted, 100%. Let's see what's going on out this window. I'll show you the other view, the construction site on the other side where they're redoing an old hotel over there. Let's open the window. So yeah, this hotel's fine. I mean, let's check out. There's my pile of clothes that I took off. There's my mirror. That's me right there. That guy. All the way down to the legs. That's all me. That's not CGI right there. That's what I look like now. I'm all old and wizened. My shoulders all hunched up, looking like an old man. I don't care though. Got yourself a microwave. Made myself one of these coffees. It was fucking gross, man. Got some apples and my insulin in the fridge. Here's the bathroom. Check out this soap. Soap. Listen to this. Imagine. You got your hair dryer. You got your towels. You got your shower, which is fine. I had a shower last night. That's a toilet right there. This is the towel I used, so you can see I put my body on that towel. Oh, you better believe it. And look at that, you got a ceiling titty. So otherwise, the hotel's pretty good. There's a lot of people here that were obviously going like to the mountains and dirt biking and shit because they all had their mountain and dirt biking clothes on. Me, I'm gonna walk to the Meow Charity thrift store. I know that sounds very unglamorous and something that, like, you know, I've done plenty of times when I lived here. Well, I'm doing it again. That's the whole point. I'm here like reliving aspects of my past that I never thought I'd get to do again. Then from there, I don't know how I'm going to get back. Whether I'm going to walk down the back streets all the way back downtown, or whether I'm going to walk on the trail by the train tracks, by Science World, whatever it is, and back through downtown. Not sure yet, but we'll figure it out. Look at this art. You got Canada with all the different license plates on it. Imagine, I'm there now. Actually, right about there. But I live there. And then next month I'm going there. Fuck me. Okay, well, I'm gonna get ready. Get this thing all ready to go, and you're gonna come with me on just a little bit of a wander through Calgary. No one's interested. I know no one's interested, but doesn't matter. It's happening anyway. If I can get some footage of that haunted drawer later, oh boy, that's gonna be its own video. Okay, everybody. Back when I'm back. Let's see what's out that window. I'm on the 5th floor. Imagine. Oh, look at this. There's something down here. This is exciting. Ice and vending. Hey mate, you good looking. There are lots of hotels in this one location because the football stadium is right across the street. So 3/4 of the year these hotels don't have anyone in them, probably. And, you know, if there's some kind of big football game, they're full. That's my room. Okay, let's get out of here. I'll get you outside. Banff Trail Station. Can't say I ever got off this train here. Lawn sprinkler. I can't say I've ever got on this train here either. Oh, it goes the other way. I very rarely took the train to the northwest. Maybe, I don't know, 5-6 times in total. How do I get across? Over there. I know this isn't exciting for anybody but me, but I'm the only one that's going to be watching it anyway. You see, if we go up here, over across the way there, that's McMahon Stadium. There's a football game there on Friday that I wanted to go to, having never been to a football game. Like $30 or something to go. But, you know, my time is really valuable. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going, and that pizza's still good. I'm gonna keep going and wander up the pike. I'll get you on the flip side, homie. It's 11 degrees out this morning. Dew on the grass now. Yeah, days start out still getting pretty chilly, but it's gonna be 25 this afternoon. So again, another 15-20 degree temperature swing, which is always good. Really easy to dress for, you know, when you leave the house and it's 8 and you know, 2 hours later it's 28. Part of Calgary that I remember distinctly because I lived here. Holy fuck, look at this, someone's left their hoodie here. That's mine. I think I put that there when I lived here. I'm heading up to cut by a what do you call it, golf course, and getting a coffee, even though I had some coffee at the hotel. I'm getting another one, and this time it's a proper coffee. I have no idea how long it's going to take me. I mean, my watch says 8:30. The place don't open till 10, but that's not enough water pressure for those nozzles. But you know, I'm cutting through the graveyard and shit, so it's gonna be one of them days where I just wander and take my time, because I got nothing but. Okay, talk to you in a bit. This was boring, I know, but remember, I'm recording this for me. Real pertinent and exciting footage here. There's the golf course I was talking about. I've walked on the other side of that. I think I even have footage of that. Right up here, this is the direction I used to always walk to this Meow charity thrift shop. And that stand of trees in front of me, boy howdy, that was my fucking regular pit stop, the rock one. You know, the old rock voisin, rock a Canadian piss, the old rock and hide. Let's take a looky-loo and see if anything's changed in the old piss tank. There's a lady coming this way. Don't want anyone to see my secret piss tank location. Oh yes, this is very familiar. I used to deke right in here. Deke right into here and rock a piss. And look at this, now I'm back in the old piss rocking location. Walking through spider webs, seeing if there's anything that I left here. That's mine. I remember putting that there back, and I want it back now. Ah, yes. And you see, today I don't have to rock a piss because I haven't walked for like 2 hours to get to this point. So I'll be rocking a piss in a very different location, probably the graveyard. That's so, to me, it was an exciting moment. To you, it was like, Jeremy, you got mental problems. That's the old CB drive-in. You may remember this from such videos as I'm gonna eat a chili cheese dog at the CB drive-in after I walked down from Nose Hill Park. Very surreal being back here. It's almost like it's dreamlike, you know, not back at this place, but just in Calgary. It's very dreamlike in a way, where yeah, it just doesn't feel real. Anyway, I'm gonna head across that busy street over there. Still don't know what street that is, and get a coffee. Let's take a look at the old menu here. While we're passing by, you can look at it and make a fake order in your mind. I had a chili cheese dog, and I think I had rings. I might have had a milkshake too. I did have a milkshake. Anyway, off I go. I got a busy day ahead of me. No, I don't. Well, here I am at Bullet Coffee. I'm gonna get myself a high test, which I think is regular coffee and espresso mixed together. Also known as a, I don't know what it's known as. And then I'm gonna cross the street, and there's a stairway that goes up that hill. I'm gonna take that. Having a good time so far. I'm gonna keep having a good time. Join me. Here we go. My Bullet Coffee and my first, but not my last, Calgary staircase. Yeah, this seems to be the method used to get up hills around here. I think it's very nice and quaint. And if you don't, you can fast forward it. Still a little ways to the graveyard, but I'm in no rush. I got an hour to get to the thrift store, so I'm in no hurry. Yeah, here we are. Bloody perfect. Alright, well, I'll get you up there. Queen's Park Cemetery. Yep. Been through here every time of the year. Spring, summer, fall, even in the winter when this whole place was covered in snow. Still walked through it. Still did what you have to do. That's the thing, you know, you can't let your situation like restrict you from doing things. Like it's you make your home where you make your home. You know, if I was in Winnipeg, I'd be going out when it was winter in Winnipeg. You got to. You know, we are all victims of circumstance, whether it's by choice or not by choice. You know, we're here to make the best of it. You know, sometimes you gotta adapt and you gotta drastically change what's going on with your life in order to be happy. And that's the thing, is that you got to make the choice. You know, there's no second chances, as you can see. These people aren't, you know, dead having lived their life once and been like, oh, I'll do it better next time. There's no next time. There's no next time. This is it. This is what we all have to look forward to. Life is a race, and we all fucking come in second to this. You know, it's like I was saying in that one video there. You know, if you're going through life being a dirty, mean old prick, that's what everyone's gonna remember. But in 100 years, no one's gonna fucking remember you anyway. You're gonna be dust in the wind, and no one's ever gonna mention your fucking name again, no matter what you do. And that's a fact. You're just gonna be, you know, I'd rather be remembered for the minimal amount of time that people are gonna remember me after I'm dead, as someone who did something good, instead of somebody who was just fucking a prick. You know, you get very, you know, ponderous in places like this. But that's just how it is. This is it. This is what everyone has to look forward to. You know? You can sit there and miser away all your fucking money, or you know, be like, you know, hurt other people and be a prick all the fucking time. But what does that get you? Gets you the same thing as everyone else. But I'd rather be thought of as a nice person while I'm alive than a prick who everyone fucking hates. Anyway, I'm off on my wander. I wonder if I'll end up coming across a very special grave in here. I'll show you if I come across it. I think it's there, and down there. It might be that way. Might be that way, actually. But I'll see you in a bit. Sorry for being such a downer, but, you know, look around. Look around. You think you're gonna fucking bypass this aspect of shit? Well, you're not. Yeah, so Owen Hart's grave is in this cemetery, and I seem to have not walked past it anyway. Yeah, I walked past it a few times, not even knowing it was there, and then found it one day. And you see, that's the thing, you know, Owen Hart, you know, you'll remember him. You know, he'll be remembered as being a nice guy. But, you know, let's see, you know, see who else gets to be remembered a nice guy. Well, I'm almost out of the graveyard. I gotta walk up a hill. I think there's a book barn up there I can look at. In fact, I know there is. I'm gonna call my mom on the way there, and I'll get you on the other side. This coffee is really good. Forgot how good that coffee was. Oh no, there's a bunch of disaffected youths ahead. Disaffected youth, unkempt and uncouth. Oof, they are, I see. Well, I'll tell you something. That building wasn't there when I was here last time. I used to cut through that parking lot that building's sitting on now, and cut down there. But now I'm cutting down this stairway that I did know was here, but never been down it before. And then I'm going to cut through the park, call my mom as I walk down there, and the charity thrift shop is that way. I think I'm going to walk down past the golf course and blah blah blah, all that bullshit down there. It'll take a while. I'll end up walking past the zoo and all that nonsense. Really don't have to do anything, so killing a couple hours is what my vacation's all about. So anyway, I'm gonna do the thing, and if I can get some footage inside the thrift shop, I will. Oh, when I was living here, someone was killed in this building. They made a big deal out of it. Look, a magpie. Oh, I miss those guys. Yeah, they made a big deal out of it. Oh, there was a big murder going on. Fucking some murder happened here in Calgary, so everyone should be worried because some targeted person was murdered, and the person who murdered them was only going to ever murder them. But you know what I would do is I'd fucking worry about it. Unbelievable. Anyway, I'm off. Well, here I am at the Meow Charity Thrift Shop. You may remember this from such videos as I'm going to the Meow Charity Thrift Shop. Just talked to my mom. My two aunts and two uncles are going to visit her today, and two of them live here in Calgary. And They literally went to Vancouver the day I started driving here. So, imagine. I only ever saw them 3 times when I was living here anyway. Okay, well, here I am. I'm gonna go in and have a little bit of a mooch, and I'll let you know if I bought anything. Oh, those rollerblades look fancy. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Well, guys, here I am walking away from the Meow Charity Thrift Shop, heading down to the old, whatever it is, path, trail. Gonna head downtown. Bought a Christmas present for somebody, and rescued a little stuffed animal. So, that's what you do. Anyway, I'm gonna head down to the trail, and I'll get you when I'm down there. How much time do I have left on this fucking SD card? I bought an extra large one. Air Matron. Oh, 3 hours, 39 minutes. Of course, the battery's draining. I think I have to push my my button. Never mind. What's going on here? That's my cart. That's all my stuff. A lot of people would be worried, like, oh, I don't want to walk past there, it's dangerous. It's not dangerous. Even though there was a person where I was going to rock a piss. But yeah, this is the path that I'm talking about. Goes all the way downtown, around by the zoo, goes down to the Bow River. That's where I'm going to end up. Don't know when. It's only 10:30 now. I don't know, maybe an hour and a half, something like that. Doesn't really make any difference. There's this guy, he's good. I may have to stab him to death, but if I do, I'll just erase that footage. I do have a knife on me. I always do. I just would hate to have to stab someone in Calgary, at least in plain sight. If I was underneath the overpass up ahead, I mean, you know, it's stabbing time. Anyway, I'm off. I'll get you on the upsy daisy part. This bike path here, well, and pedestrian path, I guess. I've never walked on this little gravel bit beside it, so, you know, hey, why not? But during the spring, and that place is fucking smoking with mosquitoes because of that golf course, right? They keep that heavy watered, so that place is, you can't stop. You got to keep walking because you're just gonna get bit. Right now, I don't know, the only thing I'm seeing is crickets and some kind of weird flying beetle. I haven't seen a mosquito. Actually, I think they took them all away for the few days that I'm here, just because, like, you know, they don't want me to, you know, complain or anything like that. They want me to have the best experience that I possibly can. And I'll tell you something, I am having the best experience that I possibly can. I'm living the dream. I gotta rock a piss. Maybe I'll do it right there. Whirling disease found in this water body. Imagine. Clean your gear. I guess people go tubing in here. Imagine. I've seen a train go over there. Figure that one out. It's kind of odd. This used to be my life. You know, when you start replaying aspects of it back, sometimes it can feel like it's not even a real thing. You know, all of this is very familiar to me, but is this running? Yeah. It's very familiar to me, but now it's so removed that it feels like it was another life. So many like mixed emotions happening as I walk through here, you know, like when I used to do this, my life was completely different than it is now. You know, I thought I was going to be here forever. So bizarre. Now here I am back, and it's like, you know, I miss it here, but what am I missing? What aspect of it am I missing? Am I missing the life I had here, or am I missing the things I used to do here? You know, am I missing just what was I missing? You know, I am afforded the same level of freedom in Vancouver as I was here. But you know, when you build a life for yourself somewhere, and you then pack it up and leave, it's like, you know, what are you leaving behind? You know, you leave a part of yourself here. And you know, part of me will always be here, in a way. You know, I'll be able to come back whenever, 5 years, 10 years, and be like, oh yeah, I remember when I used to do this, and I remember when I lived there, and I remember when I found a fucking counterfeit $10 bill over there in a cigarette pack. You know, all those random things. You know, my adventures here in Calgary were like, every single day was another learning day, because, you know, I'd never even been here before I moved here. So it was like every day I was finding out something else, you know, even going on walks and stuff that I'd already done, I was still discovering and learning more. I mean, you know, as far as Calgary is concerned, you know, sure, like I can badmouth it and I can be like, oh, it's fucking cold. It's beautiful here. You know, never thought I'd say that, but you know, you don't know what you have till it's gone, I guess. Golf course. So I'm gonna keep moseying. There's a hole here. Let's fucking go see what's in this hole. Look at that. That's fucking new. That wasn't here when I was here last time. That's new. They put this in after I left, obviously, because they're like, well, Jeremy, he's gone now, so we can fucking make that rectangle in the ground we were hoping to do. Anyway, like I said, it's a moseying time. Right up there, that stand of trees, guess what? Rock to piss in there. Imagine. Anyway, I'm off. I'll fill you in more later. Look at that. Some old fucking bike stash here in the tall grass. If that had a front tire on it, I'd fucking take her and drive with her. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Front tire's flat. Anyway, off I go. You're probably not gonna get this, but there's a hawk up there. He's caught some food, and his friends over there on the light standard over there making crazy noises. I got a good picture of that guy there. Maybe I'll include it into the thing right here, but he's just sitting up there and his friend was flying all over. I got some good photos with my fucking phone because I forgot to bring my proper camera, but I'll try and get another good picture of it. We'll see. The magpies are harassing him. It's kind of cool. I'll try and zoom in if I can, but I probably can't. Well, here we are. My first actual physical interaction on foot with the mighty Bow River. Some geese having lunch, I guess, with their ducks or whatever the hell they are. Yeah. You'll have seen footage, you know, if you're an avid viewer, of me walking under that, waiting for a train to come by. It never did. Yeah. So the zoo is on that side, and I'm gonna be walking all the way downtown. I don't know what it's noon now. Well, it's gonna take me 3.5 hours at least to get back to the hotel. I'm gonna probably pick up lunch on the way, and yeah, it's gonna be a thrill and a half, I'll tell you that right now, because I have not walked this walk beside the zoo down through downtown all the way back to where I used to live in a couple of years. So join me. I've been taking some pictures, talked to a really nice guy about those hawks back there and the eagles up by the golf course, and now it's just leisurely pace, occasional action, and yeah, join me. I'm gonna take some photos of this bridge and the creek and whatever, and yeah, this is really weird, but I like it. St. Patrick's Island. I have been here quite a few times. In fact, I've got a couple of really good pictures on this here walkway. I've stood here and seen this Bow River frozen right across. Fascinating. Just getting to the bridge that crosses over. I'm gonna walk up the other side and just enjoy myself, really. Well, I mean, of course I'm gonna enjoy myself. That's what I'm here for. Anyway, I'll get some footage as I cross the creek, and we'll all enjoy that, I'm sure. Well, here we are crossing the mighty Bow. See that building there with the white piping on it? I worked in that building. Imagine. Right up to the 54th floor. I've got pictures of that. Yeah, I know I filmed this before because I lived here, but you know, this is different. It's really different. There's the train crossing the bridge. I filmed that. I think it's one of the first things I ever filmed on my walk, on one of my first walks down the creek here. Look at that thing. Just a flowing. probably wind noise right now, but oh well. Absolutely spectacular. Look, there's another train going over the bridge. Imagine. What a world we live in. What a world we live in. I'll get some more footage up ahead. What you're looking at over there is my dad, when he lived here in Calgary, he was born here. The street that he lived on when he was a kid is right behind, across Memorial Drive, I guess that is, on the other side. And when he was a kid, he used to play in the river here. So right there is where I threw his ashes into the river. So that's one of the physical locations I can actually visit when I'm here in Calgary to remember the old man. And of course the graveyard, which I still have no idea whether that's the right place that I was supposed to put him. But you know, I'll go back there. Hopefully this visit I can squeeze it in. But yeah, there he is. His soul, well, lives on through me, because there probably isn't a soul. So if you ever want to visit my old man, he's right there. That's the bridge that he said he used to collect pigeon eggs. Not this one, of course, but that used to be a railway bridge over there. That he said he collected pigeon eggs underneath and sold them to the Chinese restaurants in Chinatown. Imagine. Calgary. Some bonus footage. The old Saddletown train crossing the creek. I've been on that. Took it up to Whitehorn, where I think I might be going tomorrow, but not on the train, in the car. Off I go. Crossing under the Center Street Bridge. Cars can drive underneath there from Memorial Drive downtown. I just saw one go by. I've walked under there when it was closed to traffic. Imagine I did. You see, you can see graffiti under the bridge like that, and you're like, well, how did they do that? You know, there's water there. Yeah, well, this dirty prick's frozen for like 4 months of the year, so plenty of opportunity to walk out there and put graffiti under the bridge. Lots of tourists around. I am enjoying that. Yeah, there goes cars underneath. I like seeing tourists. I know it's odd to hear anyone say that, but you know, they're having fun. They're seeing things they never saw before. That's the whole point of life. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going. I think that's Prince's Island Park right there. I'll cut around there. Why not? Why not? I said I'd come over to Prince's Island Park, and here I am. That bridge there is fucking bouncy, man. I thought I was having a stroke, or a series of small strokes. This is another place that I came when I moved here and was like absolutely stunned and amazed, as one should be when they move to a new city. I'm still stunned and amazed, so figure that one out. I think the stunned part is a pre-existing condition. Getting close to the bridge that I'm gonna cross back over to the north side of the river, and then don't know, I mean, I still have unlimited time really when you think about it. Well, limited to my existence on planet Earth, of course. See, right across here there used to be a kind of a, like a market. That whole area over there, they just like redid it in the time that I was living here. So a lot of the time, that was when I first got here, I could walk up there, then they closed it and then they reopened it, and there used to be a market building right there. Forgot what it was called, Market Square, some fucking thing like that. But they knocked that down to put a Green Line train station there, and the Green Line is gonna go up Center Street, I think, and down. It was gonna go really far, but of course they cut funding for that because they didn't think that building infrastructure was a good idea. You know, the absolute most batshit crazy thing that they can ever do is stop building infrastructure because they don't have enough money. Every year they wait to build it, it's going to cost more. So doing it when it's now is better than doing it when it's then. But of course, you know, people will bitch and whine and complain, especially these fucking hillbillies here in fucking Alberta. They're always like, oh, we should dig for more oil and fucking, you know, run things off of coal. Yeah. Coal-powered fucking cowboy hats, dude. That's what they need. But, you know, it's not my place to say. I don't live here anymore. Anyway, I'm gonna keep a-moseying. And I'll catch you when I catch you. I've never been on this side. This is all new. Like, since I moved here, they were building it. I mean, I don't know how you build a pond, but anyway, off I go. Let's see what's still closed here. They've been putting in some kind of a flood abatement doobery pisser over there for, well, since I lived here. So this is the Peace Bridge. I can cross there and get up into Kensington and get my coffee and get over there and then start moving my way back up towards the hotel. But yeah, this has all been closed, though they threatened to close all that while I was living here. But I think I'll go along. And cross at the next one, the LRT bridge. I don't know when they're ever going to finish this, but we'll take a picture. It'll last longer. I remember when I was here one time, oh, they actually did something even better. So that used to be glass on the railing there, all the way across. And some hobolo came and smashed it all one night because he was having a psychotic break from reality. And then they replaced it. They replaced it with cable. So that's a good thing. Yeah, that all used to be glass through there. I think I have a video of it when it was all still glass. But anyway, I'm gonna walk up there and cross there. There's no way I'm getting detoured. And then I'll have a nice little story for you. This is Princess Island here. During one flood episode, it was right up to the top of those rocks there. They wouldn't let you go on it for some reason. I couldn't figure that out. Anyway, Peace Bridge. I'll cross it another time. Here's the LRT bridge where the train goes across. But I have a sneaking suspicion that those signs that are there and that big gate blocking my way is going to prevent me from crossing there. Which is fine by me, because there is another bridge right there. Sell us your bell. Yeah. I mean, why I didn't read that, you know, as that red line on the LRT bridge, I have no idea. No biggie. That that bridge gets me straight up into Kensington, where I'm gonna grab my lunch and carry it back to the hotel where I'm gonna eat it. And then I'm gonna chill Axe for a bit, and that's about it. I'll walk along where I get my lunch, ziggity zag up, and that'll be that. Imagine. The roastery. This is where I used to get all my coffee beans and my coffee for my walks. No exception today. Gonna go in there and get some coffee beans and get a drink and start heading to where I'm gonna get my food. God, it smells good. Got my coffee beans from India. They were my daily use coffee beans when I was living here. And the funny part was, the girl remembered me. Imagine. I had a nice conversation with her and the boss and the trainee, and now I got some coffee beans. The book barn that was back there that I was going to go look at is gone. Terrible. Anyway, I'll show you what I'm going to get for my lunch when I get down there. Rights. So where do you think I'm going to get food to eat? I wonder. Yep, it's chicken on the way. You better believe it. I'm gonna get it from there, and I'm gonna walk back to the hotel, and that should take some time. So let's do this. Look at that. I don't know, it says 5-piece dinner, $15.95. Sounds like something I can get behind. Yeah, chicken on the go, man. This used to be my go-to meal when I was going on vacation. So like the day before I left, I would always get chicken on the go. It's not happening this time. Chicken on the way. Fucking hell. Well, it's on the go. There it is right there. So I'm gonna walk back to the hotel. Might pick up a bottle of plop on the way home, depending. But yeah, rights. Well, I made it up the hill to the mall where I'm gonna get my bottle of plop from the dollar store. These buildings here, you can see, I could see them from my apartment
down there where I lived. There was lights on them. They looked like big robots. Being this close, they don't look like a robot anymore. They just look like an apartment. It's a fucking steep hill that I just walked up, and it's hotter than stink here. But I don't have much farther to go that way to get to my hotel after I get my bottle of plop. So I'll do that. Go into North Hill Center. Lions, what the fuck is this place called? I don't remember, it doesn't matter. This place is a dump. I was in here one time, cutting through from one side to the other, and this guy came up to me and he's like, hey, do you want me to boost anything for you? And without even thinking, I said, hey, listen, I do the boosting in this mall, capiche? You fucking step off. And he apologized to me and left. Anyway, I gotta get a plop and head back to the hotel. In case I forget to film once I'm back in there, because I'm fucking bagged. I'm hot, bagged, thirsty, hungry, all that. I'm just about at the hotel. I'm gonna get in, get a ice bucket full of ice, pour it down my pants, eat some food, have a plop, and chillax. I might go out again later. If so, you're coming with me. If not, I'll let you know. There's that building with the weird windows. You can see that from my apartment too. And now I'm right here. Imagine. Imagine. Why is it snow?